Welcome back to our channel. In this video, let us write Python program to check if the given number is a prime or not. We know that prime number is a positive integer which is divisible only by 1 and itself. So by knowing the prime number, let us see the algorithm to implement in Python. It is simple two-step. The first step is to check if the number is greater than 1. This is because the prime number is a positive integer and it shall be divisible by 1. Hence, we can check if the number is greater than 1. That's the first step. We will implement this first step in Python before going for step 2. Let me initialize num with the value 23. Our agenda is to check if this value num23 is a prime number or not. So the first step is check if the num is greater than 1. So this is our first step. If the num is greater than 1, then we have to proceed for next step. Otherwise, we can easily conclude that the given number is not a prime number because it is not greater than 1, which means it's not in the positive range. So in the else, let me give a print statement with num is not a prime number. This satisfies our step 1 of algorithm. Now we will go to step 2. First we will implement step 2 logic with for loop. There is also one more method I will explain, but first let me implement with for loop. So for I in the range of 2 to num. For this code, we will read our algorithm. Step 2 algorithm is check if the number is exactly divisible by any number from 2 to num minus 1. So we have to check if the given number is divisible by any number in the range of 2 to num minus 1. If so, it is not a prime number. Otherwise, the given number is a prime number. Here I have taken range 2 to num instead of num minus 1 because as we know range will start from the number provided but end with last number minus 1. So it will actually execute 2, 3, 4 etc. until num minus 1. Knowing this functionality of range, now for each range of I value between 2 and num minus 1, we will check if the number is exactly divisible by I value. So if num modulus of I is equal to 0, then it is not a prime number because it is getting divided exactly by any number defined in the range. Here 2 to num minus 1. If so, we can come out of for loop using break statement. In case if no number is exactly divisible within the range from 2 to num minus 1, then we can print num is a prime number which is returned in the else statement. This else is for the for loop. So in two steps we can get this algorithm. On execution we got 23 is a prime number. We know 23 is divisible only by 1 and itself, that is 23. So it's a prime number. Next let me take 9 value and let us execute this to check what is the result. On execution we got 9 is not a prime number because apart from 1 and 9 it is also divisible by 3. Hence it is not a prime number. As mentioned, we will do method 2 using flag with while loop. Let me take num to 23. I is initialized to 2, which is the starting value to check divisibility. Let me have a flag value initialized to 0. This flag value will tell us if any number is divisible in the range. Start and while loop and run it until the I is less than the num. Here num is 23, so it will be executed until 22. I have not used less than or equal to. So if it is less than num, then num modulus of 1 equal to 0 to check if the value is divisible by the range of I. If it is divided, let me set the flag value to 1 and print that it is not a prime number. We should not forget to increment the I value so that while loop meets the termination condition. On complete execution, we have to check the flag value is equal to 0. If it is still 0, we can conclude num is a prime number. The flag value would have been set to 1 if it is divisible by the I range, where I takes the value from 2 to num minus 1, because we increment I within the while loop. The difference between for and while loop is while will not have the break statement to exit its loop at any cost, whereas in for we can exit once the condition is terminated. As we expected, 23 is a prime number. Now let me give another value, num equal to 9, as we tried for the for loop, and we will cross check our results with the flag method in while loop. 9 is not a prime number as expected. Hope you understood the logic to implement prime number in two methods, for loop and flag value with while loop. Please subscribe to our channel if you have not already subscribed.